What's good, people? Welcome back to the video. Today we are finally doing 2,000 subscriber Q&A. This has been long awaited, man. We're like 300 subs late. I'm 300 subs late. I've just been mad stressed out. There's been so much shit going on in my personal life. I've just been moving and all that stuff. I've sort of discussed it slightly on my Instagram. It's just been a bit crazy, but I finally managed to sit down and do this finally, man. I'm feeling good. We got fresh trim, man, for my wonderful girlfriend, which has actually looked all right, to be honest. You know, she doesn't really cut hair that often, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm looking at myself in the viewfinder right now, wondering whether I actually believe myself, but I'm pretty sure I do. Yeah, man, we're gonna get straight into these questions. I've got a few questions for some creators, so I'm gonna plug any creator or any just creative in the description below if you want to go check out their stuff. I'm going to mention some of their stuff. I just feel like if I can reach this milestone while not try and help some other creators and push them to reach the milestones they want to reach, because some of them have really inspired me to sort of keep doing what I'm doing and sort of, you know, open my mind to new shit. So yeah, if I mention any creators, that's the explanation behind it. I can't speak. Let's get into this, man. Okay, first question is from my boy Alex, or Finty808. He's a dope producer. His links are in the description below. He pretty much makes all the shit that's in the background of my videos, just makes hard fucking type beats and shit like that, and they're just dope, so go check out his shit in the description below. His question is, have I re-listened to any of the trilogy mixtapes, and which one is my favourite? So I've definitely re-listened to them multiple times, probably too many times, to be honest with you, along with all of his discography in general. Probably have to go with House of Balloons, to be honest. I know that's probably the obvious one, but I just feel like a lot of my favourite weekend tracks are on there. Probably one of my favourite tracks, The Morning, which I reacted to. My reaction was pretty priceless, to be honest, from my standpoint compared to my other reactions. I was just pretty blown away by that. It's probably one of the first ones, and obviously Wicked Games, just all the standout ones, but just, you know, it has that sort of effect on me. The other ones don't as much, so probably House of Balloons, 100%. Just a fantastic project or mixtape, and that sort of introduced me to sort of the magic of the weekend and the EXO family and so on and so forth. So it holds quite a special spot in my heart. If we're just going off music as well, that would be the one. But you know, just for general sort of sentimentality, also House of Balloons, yeah, man. Okay, second question is from my guy Giovanni. I fucking mentioned him in so many videos. He's just known in my videos as my guy Giovanni. He's not a creator, but he's a dope fucking guy, so I'm gonna plug his Instagram, which is also in the description below. He basically mentioned that a few times I've sort of mentioned Michael Jackson and my love for Michael Jackson in some of the weekend videos, because it's just so reminiscent of that. And he asked sort of what is my favourite MJ track, and sort of how did I get introduced to Michael Jackson. My favourite MJ track is really fucking difficult, to be honest with you. There's so many. Smooth Criminal, PYT, Rock With You, Man in the Mirror, man, has a weird sort of place in my heart, to be honest. It's just pure nostalgia whenever I listen to his shit. I got introduced, my mum is just a massive MJ fan, and it's sort of all I listened to when I was a kid, sort of growing up, and then I sort of hit a certain age and started listening to different stuff, and that's in a further question actually. But yeah, I got introduced from my mum just having, my fucking voice crack, man. I got introduced from my mum just loving Michael Jackson, and you know, so I lived and breathed for the early stages of my life. And yeah, I can't really give you a favourite. I named a few, but that's just far too difficult for me to do. Okay, question 3 from my boy Ian. Ian's Vision, again, a really dope creator, reactor, makes videos just about hip hop and rap in general, sort of just discusses it, and just really entertaining videos. I sort of discovered him not too long ago, to be honest with you, but I think he's really underrated, and I think he probably deserves a few more subs. So again, check him out in the description below. Fucking dope dude. His question was, what are my top 3 favourite UK artists? This is difficult. I don't want to be too obvious, but probably have to put Skepta in there. That might seem blatantly obvious, but I just think he's fucking hard. I just think everything he's done for the years he's been around, just banger after banger, in my opinion. I love the more recent shit he's been doing, and just that sort of series of collaborations he's sort of done with some American artists as well. Obviously, Praise the Lord, which is crazy. Pretty sure he did a track with Carti as well. He also jumped on 777, that album produced by Kenny Beats, which I think was Key, I'm pretty sure. I've got that completely wrong. You can let me know. I'm gonna look this up after. That's really gonna piss me off. But yeah, man, Skepta's just a madness. Then probably Slow Tie, to be honest, as well. Just, you know, there's just not a lot you can't fucking like about Slow Tie, to be honest, bro. I mean, you know, he's controversial, but sort of what I rate about him, to be fair. I just love how rebellious he is, and I think it really comes through in the music. I think it's so fresh, and I think sort of lacking that. A lot of stuff is really carbon copied and just the same shit every fucking time. I just feel like he brings something really fresh to the scene, especially the UK scene. And then again, merging in with sort of the US shit, I'm not just going to constantly say I rate these UK artists because they do shit with US artists, but I love the sort of choice of projects they jump on. I mean, Slow Tie doing stuff with Brockhampton, did some stuff with Tyler as well. I just think it's fantastic there's artists like that that are sort of representing the UK in the US, and I feel like there's no better people to do that than the likes of Skepta and Slow Tie, like I mentioned. They're dope. And then the third one, probably a bit of a madness. Not really a madness, just not in that sort of lane, but Lord Kana, don't know if that many of you have probably heard of him. I think if you're not from the UK, you probably don't know who he is. He sort of has a special place in my heart, to be honest with you. I've been listening to him for a long ass time. I'm originally just a fat hip hop head. Like, you might not necessarily think of it from what I reacted, but the point of this channel was to react to stuff that I don't usually listen to. Deep down, my discovery of sort of rap music and stuff was this hip hop shit. And Lord Kana, like I said, I've listened to him since I was probably about 15, 16, some of his earliest shit. I've seen him a bunch of times live at festivals and just multiple different things. I just love his music, man. It's just a really positive vibe going on. Lyrically, I think he's really impressive as well. It's just so fucking chill, man. It's just a nice vibe. Just every time I listen to Lord Kana, I just fuck with it heavy. It's definitely an artist you guys to go check out. If you're into the more sort of chilled out hip hop stuff, it's just dope, man, to be honest. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, I'm happy with that list, to be fair. Skepta, Slow Tie, Lord Kana. Solid for me, man. Okay, question 4 from Jordan Austin. He asks, where am I from and what hobbies do I have outside of doing this sort of shit? Where I'm from the UK. I'm from England. That's about all you're getting out of me, because I don't want any of you to come find me. And hobbies wise, to be honest, I'm not really a guy that has bare hobbies, to be fair. A lot of just socializing, man. Just hanging out with my girlfriend, hanging out with my mates. It's pretty much as far as it expands. I don't really do any martial arts. I don't really do much sport, to be honest, anymore. I did back in the day, but not so much anymore. Yeah, I just mainly just sort of hang out with my girlfriend, to be honest, just watch Netflix, hang out with my cats, then just meet my mates, go out for a couple of drinks or something. It doesn't really expand much further than that, and the majority of my time is just spent doing this shit, which is fantastic. I say this shit. I see this as a hobby, but it's not really a hobby. I think it started maybe as a hobby, but now I do genuinely see it as something I want to do in the future and sort of just watch it grow and just let it expand. But it's much more than just a hobby. It's probably my sole concentration outside of anything else. So yeah. Okay, question 5. I think it's question 5. I'm only gonna lose track of these, bro. It's from someone called Fabrizio, and he asked, what inspires you to make videos? A bunch of different things, man. I think constantly seeing new creators, like I mentioned before, some of the people I mentioned in this video have inspired me massively. But overall, to start at the beginning, I just always love music. I always love sitting down, listening to music, discussing music. You can ask, well, you probably can't ask, but if you asked anyone in my real life, you'd say that I'm just slightly obsessed with it, and I always just want to talk about shit with my friends and stuff. I'm just constantly wanting to talk about music and what's coming out and so on and so forth. And I've always watched reactions for a long ass time, and I always thought it was something I wanted to do. And I've sort of done, I've done like a bit of YouTube here and there back in the day, nothing like this, doing like gaming shit, did some vlogging shit as well back in the day. This was a while back, and I've always sort of wanted to do something involved with YouTube for a long ass time. And then COVID happened, lockdown, and I was just sat, I've got all the gear, and I've got a camera, mic, everything, and I was just like, fuck it, let's just try it, man. And what a great decision it was, man. I'm fucking so happy making these videos and releasing them for you guys. There's obviously a sort of handful of reactors that I watched that sort of really got me into it. Probably John Denton, which I feel like is quite an obvious one. A lot of people end up comparing me. A few people have said I'm John Denton's son, apparently. I don't see it, to be honest with you, but it might just be the whoo, some shit like that. Might be that stuff. And then like Lost in Vegas, I watch quite a bit, to be fair. Not so much anymore because I don't really release too much. Third Ernest, if I could even get close to his lyrical breakdowns, I'd be pretty fucking gassed. And just a multitude of other reactors as well. But just, yeah, and then like I said, just seeing new shit. Just getting inspired by like friends over the platform, seeing what other people are doing. It sort of wants you to keep going. It makes you sort of, I don't know, it puts this fire in your belly to sort of improve. And I've noticed that over time, my videos have improved. I've improved as sort of a video maker. And if you go back to my, my first videos, Jesus Christ, so they're not even worth watching. Actually, don't, you probably will go watch them now, but I suggest you don't, because they're just dull as fuck. And I think over time my character has grown on here. Not like a false character, but I just think I've just come into myself a bit more and become a bit more confident. Yeah, that was a really long-winded answer, but you get the idea, basically. Just watching shit and just finally taking the step to do it, 100%. Okay, question 6 is from NM94. He asked, what I grew up listening to and how has my sort of music taste evolved over time? So like I said, I grew up listening to Michael Jackson a lot. Then have vivid memories of sort of listening to quite a lot of rock music, to be honest with you, which is probably a bit mad. You're probably thinking, what? Don't really listen to too much rock music now. I do sometimes, but growing up, a lot of like Queens of Stone Age, Led Zeppelin, Soundgarden, stuff like that, a bit of Nirvana as well, just a multitude of different rock music. That was mainly from my dad, and it's weird how I've sort of gone out of that. It's evolved, I would say, into hip hop, probably when I was in my early teens, probably when I was about 12, 13 years old. I don't know, just you find yourself on YouTube just going down rabbit holes, just discovering certain artists, and then that sort of just evolved, but no one really got me into it. I know usually people have this sort of gateway person that sort of shows them that sort of shit. I didn't really have that. Hip hop just sort of grasped me straight away. You know, I don't know what it was, just something about it. I just loved, you know, just the beats and just the lyrics and everything about it. I just fucked with it, man. I just wanted to learn more, and I sort of just became this like student of rap, to be honest with you. I just did mad research. I was just obsessed with it for a long ass. So I still am now. I'd say I definitely had a sort of period of time where I sort of didn't fall out of love with it, but it was probably just a bit before I made this channel, honestly. I think this channel was sort of a thing inside me that was like, I want to revitalize that interest. And I think from doing this channel, it's definitely made me appreciate music so much more. I sort of fell out of love with it slightly, and I wasn't listening to so much albums. I was just sort of listening to the new thing that was coming out, whatever single was coming out, whatever everyone thought was popping sort of thing. Which is fantastic. If that's how you listen to music, then dope, but that's not how I ever listen to music. And from doing this, it sort of made me realize, you know, I check out the new shit, but checking out the old shit and appreciating certain stuff, and it's made me sort of delve back into the older music I used to listen to a lot as well. Again, just a really fucking long-winded answer, but yeah, you basically get the point. Okay, question 7 from my boy Ben Ward. He was a reactor, he's not a reactor anymore, at least I don't think, but I'm going to plug some sort of social below because he's just a fucking awesome dude, extremely intelligent when it comes to music. I've had some fucking awesome discussions, probably one of the best people I've met over this platform, just a genuine dude, and he's got a fucking great question for me as well, to be fair. His question is, if I can only listen to 2 genres for the rest of my life, which ones would they be? And it can't be hip-hop. He sort of screwed me with that, to be honest. I think he was quite happy about this question because he knew I would struggle. I'm not going to struggle, to be honest. Rock music, 100%. Or probably soul music. Soul, man. Bit of Stevie Wonder, bit of Otis Redding. Yeah, a bit of Benny King. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Probably soul music. Yeah, rock and soul. Sorry, I had to think about that. I thought about it. But that's probably the 2 main genres that I listen to apart from hip hop. So, you know, it wasn't too difficult, Ben. I think you were going to try and catch me out, but you didn't, bro. Okay, next question is from my boy Nanik. Another great fucking creator, another great reactor, does reactions. He's also sort of making the transition into doing vlogs and shit, which are really dope, so definitely go check him out in the description below. Just fucking fire content, to be fair, and a really dope dude. He's just been genuine throughout sort of us chatting over the platform and shit like that, just a dope guy. And his question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years, and what is sort of the end goal for YouTube? So this question sort of spins me out slightly. I don't know where I see myself in 5 years, honestly. To be honest with you, my goal in 5 years, I don't know what the question actually was. Hold on, let me read it again. Okay, it was, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I thought it might have been, where do I want to be in 5 years? I don't know where I see myself in 5 years, to be honest with you. These sort of questions spin me out, like I mentioned, because I just try not to think too far into the future. I just try and focus on the now. I know that's probably a really shit answer, but I honestly don't know. You know, I'd like to think, you know, the YouTube has progressed. I'm sort of somewhere, I'm financially stable. I'm in a sort of a happy relationship. I hope the relationship I'm in now is still thriving. You know, I just hope I got just good vibes around me, good people. That's all I can really go for, man. The end goal for YouTube, to be honest with you, again, I don't really have an end goal, man. I know you got to sort of manifest these dreams and all that madness, but it's difficult. Just for me personally, like I said, I just try and focus on the now. I try not to think about the future too much because sometimes it clouds my vision slightly, but I just want to just keep doing what I'm doing, man, and just try and build a genuine audience and just try and be myself. And if I can get monetary gain from that and eventually use this to sort of support myself, that would just be fantastic, because I love doing this shit and I feel like it's everyone's dream to make money and live off something they love doing, and I really do love doing this shit. It's so fun. I love interacting with all of you guys. Like, imagine just living off being paid to just sit down and listen to music and talk about it. Like, you know, for most people that might not be fantastic, but for me, I can just sit down and just listen to music, which I do every day, and I can just talk about it like I do every day, except be paid to do that. That's mad. So that would probably be it. Okay, next question from my boy Chris from the Hobbies Lifestyle. Again, really dope creator. We've got all the creators at the end of this. He's a reactor, does unboxings, does live streams, does vlogs. He basically does it all, man. I've got mad admiration for this dude. His grind is real. It just makes dope content, man. Just a really sound guy as well. I met Chris over the platform early on, man. Probably about 200, 300 subscribers. He's always shown me love, always shown me support. He's a really nice guy, so please do go show him some love. Along with all the creators in this video, like I mentioned, they all inspire me in some way, shape or form, or sort of help me to grow as a creator and so on and so forth, just in some way, you know, some more than others, but in some way. And he's definitely up there as a guy that inspires me to sort of do shit, so definitely go check out his stuff. And his question was, what's my favorite song that I've reacted to? This is difficult, to be honest. Again, it's another one where I don't really know if I have an answer. Frank Ocean Nights, that was insane. That was ridiculous. I wish I could relive that moment of that beat change at the end. Just, I forever have dreams about that fucking beat change, bro. It's insane. Travis Scott, 90210 was pretty crazy. The Weeknd, to be fair, The Weeknd, Wicked Games, The Weeknd, The Morning. Oh yeah, man, there's too many, to be honest with you. There's far too many. I really couldn't answer that question, to be honest. I think Frank Ocean Nights is probably, yeah, maybe that one. Maybe that one. Frank Ocean Nights, I'd probably say. I feel like nobody can disagree that song. It's just ridiculous. It just makes everyone feel some kind of way. It's just fucking crazy, man. So definitely that. Okay, next question from my boy Dillo Pillow. Again, I'm gonna say again, a really fucking dope creator. Does reactions, does reviews, does sort of songs of the weeks, does wrap ups, also does small artist spotlights as well, which I've always appreciated from him, to sort of coming across his channel. That a lot of people don't do that, at least I haven't, because he doesn't always rake in the most views, but I feel like he's actually built a really dope foundation to try and promote smaller artists, which I think is really admirable. Again, like I said, man, just got loads of dope creator friends over this platform that just do dope shit, but I just think that's absolutely fantastic. He's a really dope guy, grinds really fucking hard, man. He's consistent as fuck, and he releases great videos, and they're always really top quality. So do go check him out in the description below for just dope reactions, reviews. Like I said, like I mentioned before, just dope content, man. His question was, if I could sit down with any artist and react to their music, like me reacting to it for the first time, but with them, who would it be? And I'd probably go Denzel Curry, to be honest with you. I just fucking love the dude, man. I just think he's really dope. I just, as much as I enjoy his music, I've just listened to interviews and stuff. He just seems like a really sound guy, and I really enjoy his music. So I just love to sit down and sort of pick his brain, ask him questions about certain projects and stuff like that. I think that'd be dope, to be honest. I think he'd just be a dope guy, sit down and have a conversation with. There's so many others, I could think of a million, but he's the first one that sort of came to my mind. I just think I just like to have a chat with him and just speak about his music, because I just appreciate his music so much. He's probably one of my favorite artists, to be honest with you. I just think he hasn't really released that much lazy shit. I actually dare someone to put in the comments what he has released has been whack, because in my opinion, he hasn't, to be fair. So yeah, I'd like to sit down with Denzel Curry. I think that'd be a bit crazy. Okay guys, that's it for the questions. There were a few more questions, but this video is going to be fucking hella long. I think we did 10 questions. I apologize to anyone that didn't get the question in the video, but what I'll do is all the other questions, I'll save them, and the next time I do a Q&A for whatever milestone, I'll throw them in. So don't feel too bad about not getting a question in the video, but I appreciate everyone that sent in questions. They've all been really dope, to be fair. I've had some really cool questions. I wasn't sure what to expect. I don't know whether they were all just going to be relatively simple, but yeah, I appreciate all the dope questions. And also guys, please do go in the description and check out all the creators that I plugged. They're all really dope. I just feel like if I'm gonna hit this milestone, like I mentioned before, why not push some sort of traffic to other people that can try and hit their milestones as well, especially people that have inspired me to sort of make my content better. And I think all the people I mentioned in here that are creators, I think are really dope and make really dope content. So please do go down below and check out whatever content they do and just show them some love, man. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway guys, thank you so much for 2,000 subscribers. I apologize for this being so late. Everything's still a bit up in the air, to be honest. I'm having a lot of different technical problems with editing and just all kinds of shit, so I apologize for the upload schedule just being completely to shit, to be honest. I'm working really hard to try and sort it out, so hopefully that'll sort of be back up and running soon. I'm really glad I could get this one to you guys. I've just had a lot of fun doing this, to be honest. I'm actually going to sit down and do videos like this a bit more, because I've had a lot of fun, man. There's something a bit different. It's sort of a different atmosphere. I feel like I'm actually talking to you guys. With the reactions, I'm talking to you guys, but with this, it feels far more personal, and I've really enjoyed it, so thank you very much. Anyway guys, this feels weird doing this outro on a video that isn't a reaction, but we're going to do it anyway. Guys, if you like the video, drop a like. If you enjoyed my Q&A enough to the point you want to see me again, then please do drop a sub. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, description below. If you have any requests, if you have any requests for any more Q&A videos or any requests for any other videos like this, let me know in the comments below, because I'd really appreciate it. I've had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed watching this as well, if you've got this far. But yeah, man, for the meantime, I've been Charlie, and I'll see you in the next one.